Wait, what's the name of this video? Proof the Lakers cheated. Alright, I'm back. Hello everyone, I'm back. I've been doing a lot of like-minded stuff. It took a little longer than I thought, but I'm back. I figured we gonna get today started with this jammer. I actually have 3 videos that I really want to do, but I'm gonna do 2 today and then 1 a different day. But I'm gonna do 2 bangers today. We're gonna start it off with this absolute banger. Take a look at this thumbnail. Who posted this? Let's give them a shout out. Who posted this? This was posted by Up Next Sports, and it has 857 dislikes and 328 likes. So I don't know what they're about to say in this video, but I know it's gonna be hilarious. So let's do it, you know what I mean? Let's get negative, I guess. Before we get this started, how is everybody doing? Is everybody doing good? I know I've been going. I miss you guys. I'm back now. It's time to turn up. All right, cool. Let's get it going. I hope everybody's doing good. All right, let's go.
Proof of Lakers cheating versus the Miami Heat in NBA.
Okay. So I'm dying because I don't know who made this video, but whoever made this video is not this lady that's speaking right now. So somebody went out and they wrote a script for a lot of, right? A lot of clickbait. Let's get negative energy, right? And then they went and got this white lady who's probably about to mess up everybody's name in this video. Oh man, this is funny. This is funny. All right, Up Next Sports. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Let's see if you can really make me cry.
It's the thing you never want to hear about a professional sports team. Cheating? Is it happening? To what degree? It doesn't really matter if it is happening in any capacity. It is no good. Were the Lakers cheating against the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals? What types of things were they doing on and off the court? Setting a precedent. You may have heard about this story and already forgotten about it, since it seems it was ages ago that it took place. But could this have been a tactical move by the Lakers? Before the final series, the Los Angeles Lakers were going to have to beat the Denver Nuggets in order to advance. The Nuggets were the comeback kids in the 2020 playoffs. They came back from down 3-1 against both the Utah Jazz and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And don't forget to say the Clippers.
Yeah. Opponents, the Lakers didn't seem to worry that they were going to have much problem with the young Nuggets. The Nuggets were going to have a lot of matchup problems against LeBron and Anthony Davis. Furthermore, there's a good chance when both those stars are in the game, there might also be another towering giant by the name of Dwight Howard or JaVale McGee. So, the Lakers seemed like the matchup was strongly in their favor. Many predicted the series would be over sooner rather than later.
All right, let's get to how they're cheating.
Interesting.
Can we get to how they're cheating?
Against the Nuggets, the Lakers wrote a strongly worded letter to the league. The letter was about how foul calls and there were not enough free throw attempts for the Lakers.
He swole as hell, first of all. God damn, that nigga. Damn. Anyways, I did hear about that. I see Skip Bayless bring that up. That's actually a pretty valid point. They brought that. The Lakers brought that up after I think Game 1 or Game 2 against Denver. That LeBron wasn't getting enough fouls. But the thing is, anybody can do that. Any team can write in and do that. That's not breaking the rules. Anybody can do that. That's why they were allowed to do that. So, and LeBron doesn't get enough fouls. I've been saying that literally forever. Like, what? Are you kidding me? You know how many times he gets hacked and doesn't get shit? Is it just like, oh, it's LeBron, whatever, he's big, he can... Anyways, let's keep going.
If you love LeBron,
I'm interested. Let's keep going. I'm interested.
Not a game goes by where he doesn't have at least one occurrence of throwing his arms out in irritated fashion, screaming about where his foul call is.
That's because he doesn't get his shit.
He may often be right, and though the Lakers may have been right in this case, it was an interesting move. The Lakers seemed like they would easily win this series. Do they really need more free throw attempts?
Yeah.
Are they really upset that LeBron isn't getting enough foul calls?
Yeah, we really are, yeah.
Setting a precedent, and wisely setting it before the big stage of the finals. Now, the league is forced to go and look at tapes.
That's not a bad
the Lakers
point.
are talking about.
That's
And
honestly
of
not a
course,
bad
the
point.
officials always miss some calls.
I wasn't sure where they were going with that at first. I'm like,
But now they have to be more
That's not a bad
careful
point.
and place a more scrutinizing eye on LeBron every time he drives to the
they
basket.
don't necessarily have to
Getting
do
more
that.
foul calls
They're-
against Denver. That's all good and fine. The Lakers won that series as everyone expected. But the league wasn't going to want another letter from the Lakers. You don't want to upset one of the league's most storied
Man,
franchises.
the league's not worried about another letter from the Lakers, nigga.
That is the face.
So we finna act like LeBron and the Lakers the first niggas that wrote in
This up in
ever?
the next series. They could not miss
Okay.
foul calls. On
Okay,
LeBron.
cool.
And as is always the
I'm
case,
willing to bet
since
money
LeBron
that the
is
Warriors
star,
wrote a letter
he's going to get all
before
the calls that
to the
seem
NBA.
like 50-50 situations. There were even some instances where he looked
And we
like
would have
more
blitzed them niggas
insecure,
either way.
But he and the Lakers
We would have
set
blitzed
the
them either
star
way.
versus non-star. Setting this precedent was important because the Lakers were going to face either the Miami Heat or the Boston Celtics in the finals.
We were gonna
Both
blitz them
teams
either
had stars,
way.
but not too many stars that were on par with LeBron. It ended
There's
up
no stars in the NBA on par with
Jimmy
LeBron.
Butler and is on par with LeBron's superstardom in some ways. But that's it. The rest of the Heat group are largely
Before we even get to this
non-stars.
point,
Bam Adebayo.
we
was
could have
the
played the
original
Clippers.
star as the
The niggas
NBA
lost. Giannis, the niggas lost. Raptors, the niggas lost.
LeBron
None of that is our
with
fault.
the likes of Butler and Bam.
That's not our
Or
fault,
with the
kid.
Non-stars. It was very clear that LeBron was aware when a non-star was guarding him.
I love how everybody be acting like
Was
we
guarding him
like we
as he
picked
drove
the
to the
Heat.
basket. LeBron
Like we
was
picked
very
them
good
niggas.
about also announced
Like that was our pick or
following
something.
Jake Butler in the face while heading to the hoop.
We're not in control of
Subsequently,
any of
there
that.
was contact and a foul was called on.
Only thing we're in
That's
control
right.
of is what happens when we play the Heat, what happens when we play the
Crowder
Nuggets, what happens when we
should
play the
be an offensive foul if all
Trailblazers,
things
what happens when
are
we play the
considered
Rockets.
equal. But a
That's
call that
it.
ends up being a
We're not in
defensive
control of anything
foul
else.
because all things
Outside of our
are not
control.
equal. It is King James moving along the chessboard, and he is matched up against Crowder, a rook at best. The NBA doesn't want to upset LeBron again, and LeBron knew this. Not only does LeBron get free throws when he does this, he also gives a foul to a player on the other team. When it's a player like Crowder, an excellent defender who guards LeBron a heavy amount, it's a huge blow to the Heat as he can get in foul trouble much sooner.
What the
Plays
hell
like
are
that
y'all
make a big
talking about?
difference as it should be a foul on LeBron and possible shots for Crowder. And instead, you get the exact opposite. A swing in points and fouls exchanged. Did LeBron do this to only Crowder? That's laughable. LeBron tossed Tyler Hero to the ground with an extended arm on a drive to the basket. He ran Duncan Robinson over so many times, Robinson looked like he was doing trust falls without a spotter on the court. And what's
is
the league going
hilarious.
to do?
This
Call
is
fouls on
great.
LeBron?
I'm loving this
Maybe
video. I'm not gonna lie, I'm
LeBron
loving
will
this
against
up next
Butler,
points. I'm
they
fucking with
would.
this.
For the likes of Crowder, Robinson, and Hero, the narrative exists that LeBron can almost never be stopped. The NBA wouldn't let you think that any of those non-stars could stop LeBron on any given play.
Talk about the NBA wouldn't let you.
Strongly
What
worded
the hell
letter
does the NBA gotta do? What do they gotta do with?
top 5 players. Here's something that got set in motion a long time ago.
Oh my
and it
goodness.
still has a lot of people giving the side eye to the Lakers organization. Almost anyone following the NBA puts LeBron and AD in their top 5 active players. And
Number
the
1 and
Lakers
number
have
2.
them both.
Actually,
No other team
we
has
have the
a
top
duo
2
in the top
players.
5.
Actually,
You'd be hard pressed
Not
to
just
make
top
an
5, it's top
argument
2.
that
Let's
another team
call it what it
has
is. It's the top
2
2.
of the top 10 players. Maybe
not
the
top
Clippers
10.
with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Maybe the
That's-
Rockets with
that's-
James Harden and
Both
Russell
of them.
Westbrook.
Yes, they're all in the top
If
10.
you
Yes.
can make that
Yes.
argument,
Yes.
neither team is a combination of
We're all
two
in the top 10.
5 players. That simply does not happen in the NBA. Not since, well, not since the Lakers did it with Shaq and Kobe. We're starting to notice a pattern here. But the NBA is supposed to be more balanced. There are 30 teams in the league. Top 5 players, top 10 players, all-stars, they should be more evenly spread out. Not every team will
Okay, we might have 2 of the top 5 players. That might be true. The Nets and the Clippers both have like 2 top 7. Top 7, top 8. That's not that big of a difference. That's not unfair either. Are we just gonna forget that the Warriors had the best shooting? They had the best. Okay, now I'm at. They had the best record ever, right? Then they went and added Kevin Durant to the team that had the best record ever. Not only did they have 2 of the top 5, not only did they have 3 of the top 10 players in the league, they had the 3 best shooters in the league. 1, 2, and 3. The 3 best shooters in the whole goddamn league. For what, 4 years? For 4 years! And I watched y'all! I watched my own goddamn barber tell me that ain't cheap. Now we get AD. Right? Just AD. That's it. And it's a problem. And it's a problem. Now it's a problem. That's nuts. That's nuts. That's nuts. Come on, let's continue.
We'll get an all-star from each year. But with 24 all-stars being selected,
I love how y'all memories
can be distributed a little.
I love y'all
fairly.
memories. Y'all memories
top
are
10
dope.
and top 5 players.
Y'all don't ever want to
distributed
remember
more
anything that
fairly.
matters.
It was all good and fine while LeBron was on the Lakers as the only all-star and Anthony Davis was on the New Orleans Pelicans as the only all-star. Nothing unfair about that, but we all know what happened with Anthony Davis in New Orleans.
It was all good and fine when the Warriors had the best 3 shooters literally of all time on one fucking team. The only shooters that even compete with them on an all-time level is Reggie Miller and Ray Allen.
Anthony Davis was putting the organization in a tough spot.
They have 3 of the top 5 best shooters to ever play the game of basketball, all on one team. And we just done
LeBron and other members of the Lakers organization. It was all a plan to get Anthony Davis to pair up with LeBron.
That's nuts.
To put 2 top 5 players together and be unstoppable. Because again, that had never happened since Shaq and Kobe.
What the fuck are we talking? Since Shaq and the Warriors. Oh my lord! Oh my god! Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Championships. To force the Pelicans into that situation was looked at extremely negatively by a lot of fans and players around the league. Should teams even be allowed to do this? Are there not tampering fines for instances such as this? There are rules and regulations in place for a reason.
Draymond was texting Kevin Durant, tampering the whole goddamn offseason.
So they could load up
the whole fucking offseason. Everyone is tampering right now. There's hella tampering going on behind it. Like, let's just call it what it is, alright?
It's
tampering.
When an organization is lucky enough to draft 2 amazing players that become all-stars.
It's happening behind doors. It's whatever. It's life. What do you? It's life.
In Boston, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum both looked like they could.
You think it's just accidental that Kyrie and Kevin Durant ended up on the same team? No, nigga, it was hella tampering going on. Hella combos, nigga. Hella. What the fuck? You think Paul George, Kawhi just ended up? Come on, man. What are we talking about?
2 stars drafted by different cities and pairing up together in this sunny, beautiful city where all the movie stars live. And that's rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. The Dion Waiters acquisition. You may be thinking, what does Dion Waiters have to do with all of this? I don't think I even saw that guy step on the court in the finals. Was it?
There's no way. Wait, y'all. Wait. There is literally no fucking way that whoever made this video is about to bring up Dion Waiters as a factor. You talking about the nigga that was high off some gummy bears? You talking about the nigga that was high off some gummy bears. You talking about the nigga that got too high off some little ass gummy bears on the plane and had to go to a hospital? You talking about that nigga? You talking about the nigga that gave 100 mg's of some gummy bears, some gummy worms? They gave him some gummy worms. And bro thought he was finna die off some gummy worms. Oh my lord, this is insane. This is nuts. This is nuts. This is nuts.
He on the sidelines wearing crisp new t-shirts and designer jeans the entire time? And you'd basically be correct about all of that. Waiters did provide some needed scoring and creating off the bench in some games in the bubble. But he wasn't what you could call an on-court contributor in the finals. Where did he contribute? It's interesting to think about some of these late season pickups that teams make. Organizations are smart. They know the strengths and weaknesses of other teams to a certain extent. A lot of times, the smartest organizations know that if they make the finals, they are already certain who they will be facing. They have an excellent idea of who their opponent will be. Could the Lakers have been able to see through all of the favorites on the East Coast of the Bucks, the Raptors, and the Celtics? Could they have known that most likely the Heat would be their opponent in the finals? If so, obtaining Waiters was a smart move. Waiters who had been
Did they just say that the Lakers got Dion Waiters because we knew the Heat were going to be in the finals? We knew that. Alright, y'all. That's gonna do it for this video. I don't even think I want to do another one. I think I'm just done for the day. Honestly, I think that's it. I think we're done. I think that's it. I think we're done. Yeah, we're done. We're done.
Waiters, who had been playing for Miami in that very same year, traded in his black and reds for some purple and golds. He became a Laker, and could he have insight as to what the Heat's typical game plans could consist of? Of course he could. It's like bringing in a soldier from another army and using their expertise to your advantage. Like having a spy on the inside who comes back to you and reports to you. Why didn't Waiters play in the finals? Was he busy giving advice on the sideline about certain Heat strategies and lineups? Certain plays that Miami is fond of running in certain situations? He wasn't there to give fashion advice, though if any Lakers wanted some, all they had to do was look to Waiters' threads. But you can never put an idea like that past a team that will do anything to win. For instance, strongly persuading a top 5 player in Anthony Davis behind closed doors to push his team to trade him. Perhaps that very same team would also want to obtain a player from an opposing team just for his knowledge of the team's inner workings. Final thoughts. Thanks for watching another Up Next Sports video. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you think we left out any other strategies the Lakers used in the finals, comment and let
Yo, this video was pretty lit. That last point that they just tried to make, that just blew my mind. There's no way these niggas just said that we knew the Heat were going to win, so we got Waiters for inside. I gotta see what the comments are talking about. Let's see what the comments are saying. This video is meant to be entertainment. It's meant to be cap. It's cap. It's all cap. It's good cap. I like it. I fucking No, I fuck with it. I fuck with it up next sports. It's cap. LeBron James scored 40 points on 70% shooting. The refs out there. He said, I'm a Heat fan. This cap. Talk to him. He said, you wasted 11 minutes. I wasted more. My fault. He said, that's cap. The woman talking sounds like Rachel Nichols. She does a little bit, doesn't she? She said, Bam isn't a star even though he's in the All-Star game. Lakers cheated by bribing the Clippers to blow a 3-1 lead so they can get their rent for staying in LA cut in half. Okay, so that's gonna do it. This video was hilarious. I hope you guys enjoyed this entertainment. Go check out Up Next Sports. I'll leave a link to them in the description. I knew this video was gonna be fucking hilarious before I clicked on it. The first point was pretty valid. All the other points were not valid at all. But the Lakers calling in, that's a valid point. That was valid. All the other ones, literally every single other point, made no sense at all, and I debunked every single one of them. But the first one was kind of valid. It made no difference, though. We would have won either way, but, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's going to do it. I'm out of here. You guys have a great day. Leave likes. I dropped another video on my other channel. I forgot to bring that up. I dropped another video on my other channel today. I'm back uploading on that channel too. We're back grinding on both. I ate the world's hottest chip. See this right here? Pocky. 1 chip challenge. I ate this on my other channel because a subscriber asked me to do it, and you don't want to miss that video. It's fucking hilarious. Go check that out. Shout out to everybody that came into the premiere. Definitely got to premiere this one. And I'm out, man. Peace.